I don't know why I'd go over there. So here we go into Game 4 on Polaris Rhapsody. So in the top left-hand corner as our purple Zerg, we have Sass's Zaraki. And against FR's Yoda, the mob boss. So I don't know what to expect from Yoda here, or sorry, from Zaraki. It's been a long time since we've seen him in action. I don't know. It was a long time where he didn't play any Brood War. Draw, do you know what's Zaraki's status? How much he's been pricing? I know he's been what, A- before, either A- or B+, but he's been inactive for a while, and I guess just now returning to activity. So we'll see what he's got. Okay, so apparently he hasn't really played anything but this week, so may not be in the greatest form, but we'll see if his micro instincts still remain. Depends on what you mean by bad. If you mean it's inconsistent, it's because I need to get myself a proper mic, so sometimes I do this and actually pull it a little bit further away because it's more comfortable, so the voice can drift in and out. If the quality is bad, I don't know what to say. So obviously this is a two-player map, this Polaris Rhapsody if you don't know it. I know there was a sick Bisu Pier game on this map, but also a sick game, depending on which race you play, with an absurd number of turrets. But either way, it's two-player map, so Overlord's scouting in the correct direction, of course, as it's kind of hard to go in the wrong direction on a two-player map. So what do we have here? Alright, we're from Zaraki. Looks like we've got pool and gas, and we've got 12 hatch. Oh god. Oh god. Actually, I don't know what pool timing that was. I guess it was overpool gas. I guess it was overpool against 12 hatch. Yeah, against 12 hatch. Oh, 12 pool? Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, he's got 300 minerals. I'm still bad at recognizing these ZVZ build orders unless I see it like right as they happen. But yeah, okay, so 12 pool, so this is obviously a nice advantage for Yoda here. Just more efficient for him. Gets a few more drones out of this. So Zaraki, who might be a bit rusty, unfortunately already at a disadvantage. And we've got Lings, of course, being made immediately, neither player having seen what the other player is up to. Yeah, it's easy, but I was looking at Yoda's base to see what's happening. But if you're not right there, and you don't see it, or even better, I should just pay attention to ZVZ a little bit more and up my understanding of it, so I just know regardless. There we go. There's the Lings. They will be out in plenty of time, and there will actually be more of them, as there's only 6 here, and there will be 8 for Yoda. And of course the other thing with 12 hatch is you can see this hatch isn't done, so Yoda also, he gets like I think one more drone from this, and he also gets lair timing, actually pretty close for both layers, but he gets larva faster, which you can kind of think of in ZVZ as a resource. It's pretty important if you have access to twice as much larva. Obviously you can make quite a bit more stuff. So with that second hatch finishing much quicker, he gets access to the larva quicker. Alright, so here come a few Lings. Really not a threat. He's actually making a sunken. I really don't think he needs that, but it might be part of his plan if he wants to go for mutas with minimal Lings. I don't really know though. Or maybe it's just he still doesn't know the build, but no, he definitely sees the hatch is done. So, but it's already made, so that's done. Alright, so we see Zaraki here making a drone. And of course now they have their overlords over each other. They can see what's being made and decide accordingly. You can kind of decide, you know, it's kind of straightforward. You can decide either they're making drones, so I want to make drones, or if you think they're not making enough Lings, you can say, alright, well I want to make Lings and go kill them. I say it's simple, but that's incorrect treatment. I just mean there's not like tons of options, but the actual decision making is not simple. There's a lot that goes into it, and knowing what to make. Yeah, that's a good point. This pool placement is questionable. It's really easy to surround. Usually you put it over here or somewhere where you can either drill to defend it or Lings can't get a complete surround and have it instantly die. So it looks like Zaraki's going to come down here and be a little bit aggressive. I don't see this doing a whole lot of damage. The Ling count doesn't seem much greater at all, and there's also a sunken there for Yoda. just kind of open. Maybe with the transfer to the natural, maybe the drones will run this way, but it just seems kind of... I don't know. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Wait, is this actually tight? Is this pool gas thing tight? Because the lings clearly went this way, not through here. This might be tight. In which case, that's kind of interesting. Alright, Baku confirming, yes, it's tight. That's interesting. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Look at these lings. They're being kind of dumb, which is... okay, that makes a lot more sense. If you need them really fast to reinforce and they're bugging out like that on drones and gas, that can be pretty bad, especially in the matchup where 1 or 2 lings can really make a difference in early game battles. So we can see Yoda has a bit of a concave. Let's take a look here. Yoda has taken his gas. He's not mining from it though yet. Oh yeah, he is. Never mind. And so is Zaraki. Let's take a look at the gas counts here. We can see 255 versus way more for Yoda. He's got a Spire up. I guess Yoda hasn't. I guess Zaraki is starting his mutas. Yeah, there we go. They are popping. Whereas Yoda is making overweight. Is that 2 numbers? Oh shit. Oh god. If these mutas come straight for him, this is a bit of a concern. That is 5 mutas out, and Yoda is blocked. Okay, 1 Overlord is being made, but he doesn't have a lot of larvae. He's making a few Scourge, but there's going to be a huge attack from Yoda, which will delay these mutas a bit, as Zaraki's going to need to defend, but with all those mutas out, Zaraki's going to win this engagement very, very easily. I don't think he's even going to be able to try to run at the main. Yeah, tons of mutas, though, are out for Zaraki right now, which might be a threat from Yoda, which might be a serious threat for Yoda, especially if Zaraki's control is decent here. He needs to bring this last muta with him, but... or maybe he's going to leave it for defense? I don't know. He's definitely getting Zaraki to stay at home, though, potentially leery of the threat of more lings. We can see only 1 muta, though, for Yoda. A few more in production, though, as he does start to grow his flock a little bit. Okay, so he's got a lot of production, so he's going to be okay now. So that timing worked out pretty nice. Good thing he sent those lings, or else the muta from Zaraki would have been right on top of him. And a few Scourge, and by a few I mean quite a few Scourge from Zaraki are going to come down here right away. And we're going to have a big Muta Scourge attack. Of course, it's important to note that Zaraki is going to be fighting over the base of Yoda, which means the buildings and units will absorb a lot of the bounce damage, which can make quite a difference in these fights, especially as the numbers of Muta grow larger. Here we go, we're going, whoa! Micro from Yoda is decent so far. Actually, those Scourge from Zaraki do absolutely nothing, and I can't tell who has the bigger numbers of Muta. Oh, Yoda takes a hit. Neither player really microing, but at this point you don't want to micro when there aren't Scourges because then you just risk missing hits. I really can't tell who's going to win this battle. I think Zaraki has the bigger flock of Muta right now. Yeah, it looks like he's easily cutting through this. This game might just be over as there's nothing left for Yoda. No way to defend these Mutalisks from Zaraki, and I think this game is just, yeah, it's over. There's no way he's going to defend this. He's going to lose so many drones. I don't know if then right this second, but he has no way to defend this. He's going to lose almost every single one of his drones. And everything's going down. The natural is cleaned up for sure. It's probably just going to go in the main, more reinforcing Muta. Okay, here come a lot of Scourge being made. We'll see how the control is from Zaraki. Not that great, but actually doesn't really take any damage, even though it's going off. Oh, there we go. That was nice. There we go. That's something I'd really like to see. And these last 2 Muta are going to be picked off. And with that, the advantage of Muta for Zaraki is just unstoppable. I think Yoda has to GG. Yeah, and there it is, the GG. Zaraki, never mind that he's inactive, takes care of Yoda. No problem. Sass goes up 3-1.